Oh, there's 8 people watching. Welcome. I'm trying out a new streaming app. I've been having lots of technical issues on my channel recently that I'm trying to sort out. So that's the purpose of this stream. So it's not gonna be terribly interesting, I guess, but feel free to join me. Hello there, ohayo gozaimasu. Ohayo gozaimasu. Let's see if I can get the chat to show up here. No, not really. So yeah, I'm walking the same route as I did yesterday. Yesterday I had a very problematic test stream around here, so I'm walking the same route today, trying out a different app, trying to figure out if it will work better. So let's see. Good morning, hola hola, how are you? I'm okay. I just woke up and it's supposed to rain all day here today, so I decided to take this little opportunity before the rain starts to go on a little morning walk here in Kawasaki. So far it looks like the stream is fine, but knowing this, it's probably just a matter of time before we start getting all sorts of technical issues. Hello from Turkey. Hello. Hello there. God morgon Sverige. Fast det är ju mitt i natten i Sverige. Så här dags borde man väl sova. Good morning and good evening from Wisconsin. Good morning. So calming. Oh, that's nice to hear. It's very nice to hear. That you find this calming. Let's hope it stays that way. That it won't start being all stuttery and glitchy, which is the problems I've been having recently. Especially when streaming on my iPhone, which is what I'm doing again. I just refuse to give up on this thing. So let's see if we can manage a little morning walk in this boring residential area in Kawasaki. Det är lördag ju. Ja, det är klart det är ju. Då får man vara uppe sent. Calming. Nice. So I need to check my second phone in order to see your messages, so I'm not always checking the chat, but it looks like it's not happening that much anyway. So hey Beatriz Gomez, nice to see a familiar face here, and same with Taira Uchida-san. Ohayo gozaimasu. Kyou mo yoroshiku onegai shimasu. 住所、そうですね。あの辺にいます。久慈ゴルフの近く。There's a golf driving range here. I kind of like this golf bag that they attach to the electricity pole. Hello TE, are you happy with your new Samsung? So. I'm actually I'm giving the iPhone another try this morning. That's what I want the most, is for the iPhone to just work. So I can stick with one phone instead of having a bunch of different ones. So I'm giving the iPhone another try this morning. We'll see if we are able to remain with a good quality stream. Like yesterday we started to get all sorts of issues once we got over to those trees over there. So we'll see how it is today with this app, if it's somehow more stable. That would be very interesting. Back with the iPhone. Yeah, I just think the iPhone has the best quality overall, so ideally I want to use that one for the streams as well. Let's see how it works today. Yeah, morning. Oh, Cohen, Norm, Huggy Bear. More and more familiar faces popping up. Thank you so much. It's good to see. Moment of truth is approaching. Will the 4G signal be able to penetrate the trees? Or will we run into technical issues again? It's a really early morning. I just woke up like half an hour ago. My wife and daughter are still asleep, so I decided to take a little walk before they wake up. They usually wake up at around 10 or even later on weekends like today, so I should have like an hour before they're awake. When they wake up, they want breakfast, so then I need to be home and cook for them, because I'm the one in charge of breakfast in our household. Okay, now moment of truth is approaching. Will we be able to walk under the trees? This is nerve-wrenching. Oh, hey Olive. Haha, thank you, Brad. Chef's kiss when it worked well. Yeah, it was, right? I really hope I can stick with that setup for all my work. That would indeed be chef's kiss good. Wishful walking videos. Good morning. I'm trying out the iPhone again. I've been having so much issues with the iPhone, but ideally I just can't give up on it. I want it to work so much. And for some weird reason, like when we walked here yesterday, it was just super unstable. But now I switched back to good old Streamlabs actually. And yeah, so far so good. You love windy, overcast weather, great for long walks. It isn't bad, yeah, and especially after like having really hot weather, it's kind of nice to see the temperatures be a little bit more reasonable. She's also out on a more early morning walk. Good to see. Smooth so far. Yeah, this is indeed a big mystery. What's causing these issues? Seems to be working, yeah. Fluid. see if it stays that way. But yeah, it's a comfortable morning for sure. I'm really sleepy though. Haven't had a coffee or anything yet. Maybe I should get a Konbini coffee. Great so far. What's the new software? So actually it's not new. It's the good old Streamlabs, which I've been cursing on so many times. But Streamlabs has been good in the sense that once the stream started, it's usually stable. The problem with Streamlabs was that, I don't know, ever so often when I tried to start a new stream, it just didn't want to do that. So let's see. We're back. So Olive, we're back on the iPhone. I just can't give up on the iPhone. I want it to work so badly. So yeah, weather check, of course. Here you go. 22 degrees, cloudy, windy. Then it's gonna rain. Well, okay, it's actually not that bad today. It's just gonna rain for a few hours. Yesterday the forecast said rain all day today. I'm glad that improved a bit. So I think there's a Konbini down here. Let me get a coffee. I really need a coffee. I'm so slow in the mornings unless I have my coffee. Yeah, not sure how I can string a sentence together without coffee. I barely can. I barely can. There's supposed to be a Konbini down here. Oh, thank you, Triple X. North America friendly live stream. Yeah, I decided to go for a little morning walk before the rest of my family wakes up. Mostly just to test. So it's just the same route that I walked yesterday. But thank you so much for the super chat. It's very nice. Very kind of you. That'll go towards my morning coffee here at Lawson. This one going to be deleted. You're more than welcome to like it. We'll see how it turns out. If it works out well, if there's no technical glitches, then I'll keep it online. So yeah, feel free to press the likes. Keep the likes coming. God kväll Daniel. Gå och lägg dig du. Du kan titta på den här streamen vid ett senare tillfälle. No beer o'clock right now. It's 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning, so hot coffee no S size お願いします。追加で。追加で。はい。
はい、すいません、ありがとうございます。
はい、ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。またお越しくださいませ。
I love these 100 yen coffees at convenience stores. No beer, not beer now. Ja, då, jag är svensk. Too early to for beer, yeah, definitely. Is this not working? Then it, okay, has to be closed. Beer and convenient pizza for breakfast, yeah. Coffee and the reflection reveal. one hand. This is always a bit of a challenge to do these things while streaming. I think I need to put the tripod down. Okay. Yay, I have coffee. Coffee, the brown water that is source to all good things in life. Coffee, the best brown water in the world. Machi cafe. Thing is, now I can't check the chat because I lack that third arm that we keep joking about. So I'll probably just chug this coffee as soon as it needs to cool down a little bit first. Okay, here we go. Oh, look at this. Anyone know what these fruits are? They look like, if they're edible, if they were edible, it looks like they would be quite tasty. But I'm not gonna take a risk. Let's see, I think there's a bench down here if I remember correctly. I can sit down and just finish my coffee so that I can be with you in the chat. Look at this shack. I wonder if someone lives there. Let me... Oh, there we go. A bit of a wide perspective. It's nice. So far so good, eh? It seems like the stream has been quite stable. I'm not getting any warnings or issues here. It looks like it's able to maintain a pretty solid bitrate. Look at this. That's a pretty interesting tree growing over the entrance to the house. Okay. Yeah, I think there's a bench down here. Not a bench, but at least some grass that I can sit on. That's good enough. Let me finish my coffee here. I hope the sound of the water isn't too loud. Too loud and distracting. Put down the tripod here. Okay. Now I can finally check the chat. selfie time. それはどんな時間ですか？今9時、朝の9時ぐらい。See my feet with this wide-angle lens. Oh, interesting. Can you see my pink flamingo socks? Pink flamingo here. Very important. Very important. Cybernetic third arm when? Yeah, good question. Vad jobbar du med, Kawa? Jag är fotograf och YouTuber. So the Pixel is retired. I like the Pixel, but I've never used it for streaming. It's just it's been my second phone. And ideally I would like to keep it that way. If I can do everything on the iPhone, then I'll just keep the Pixel as my chat. Like to check the chat when I'm streaming and leave it at that. How much is that cup of coffee? So at the convenience stores in Japan you can always buy 100 yen coffee, which, yeah, that's about $1 US dollar. They didn't have that when I came here 13 years ago. I think they started with it like 5-6 years ago maybe, and it's a real lifesaver. And it's like, you know, it's decent machine coffee. It's like freshly ground beans, of course automatic, but still, like, it's way better than the horrible canned coffee that they sell in the vending machines. Flamingo sock, good taste and style. Thank you. I know. So yeah, I don't know what to do with this Galaxy S21 Ultra if the iPhone works. It's a very nice phone, but I don't need that many expensive phones, so I'll probably just sell it. Canned coffee horrible. Oh really? I don't know. I don't like those canned coffee. The black ones are okay, but the sweet ones are just way too sweet for my taste. The black unsweetened one are drinkable. Like, I sometimes buy those when I'm in a real pinch, like if I'm out in the countryside on a job and there's no conveni in sight and the only thing you find is a vending machine, then yeah. No gift to your wife? My wife is an iPhone person, so she's not interested in Android, no. Grandma, I don't know, I could give it to my mom, but it's a little bit too advanced for her. I don't think she would know the difference, really, and appreciate it for what it is. So yeah, it would be a bit of overkill. Although, I mean, I guess she would enjoy having a better camera. The milk tea from the vending machines are too sweet. Yeah, I agree. In general, those vending machine drinks are just too sweet, I would say. Let's see, can we get some sort of more interesting view? Not really. There's not much here. I don't know, this house maybe. Is that better? I got the Galaxy S20 for the camera. Yeah. So, but I'm really surprised. Why is it working so well now? Why did we have all the problems yesterday? This iPhone issue is really a big mystery to me. Redmi Note 8, I see. I don't know that phone very well. Ah, hello world. Hello Michael Sneer. Good to see you here. And good to see so many familiar faces, even though now I feel a little bit bad because I didn't expect this stream to last very long. So I didn't even bother announcing it anywhere. But it's working pretty smooth now, so let's do a little morning walk while we're at it. Just gonna finish this coffee. Are you Japanese? No, I'm not Japanese. Updates. Michael Long. Let's see. Okay, coffee is consumed. Let's continue walking. There we go. Great, now I have two hands available again. There's no FAQ. I didn't even bother pasting the description for this video, so yeah. Usually I have a FAQ in the video description, but it's not there today. I was too lazy to post it. So if I remember correctly, we can actually climb up this mountain here, and there's a little shrine and some decent views. We should be able to see central Tokyo from up here, so let's go. I think I'll switch back to the regular camera now. There we go. As it's a little bit darker here. The signal be alright going up. That's kind of what I want to test and figure out. See. Oh, local lady tending the flowers. How cute. Still don't have any good wind filter for the iPhone, so I'm sorry if there's a bit of wind coming up. Michael, so I'm using the iPhone again. I just want so badly for it to work. I want the iPhone to be my do-it-all phone. What is Kawasaki? Kawasaki is a major city in Japan, located next to Tokyo, between Tokyo and Yokohama. So that's where we are today. The road texture always surprised me. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's to make the grip as good as possible. Doesn't look super efficient to me though, but How many people live in Kawasaki? I don't remember. I think it's like 1 million, or maybe more. Let's ask Wikipedia. Kawasaki. Kawasaki is a city in Kanagawa Prefecture, Japan, one of the main cities of the greater Tokyo area and Keihin industrial area. Population 1.5 million as of January 1st. Oh, so a little bit of a view here. Let me zoom in on that. There you go. So those buildings that you see over there, that's Futako Tamagawa. That's where I live. That's Tokyo. So that's on the Tokyo side. But now we are here in Kanagawa side. Oops. There we go. Back camera. Yeah, rainy season in Japan. So it's rainy season is supposed to start today here in Tokyo. That's what they're saying. Where are you come from? I are come from Sweden. So here you can see again those high-rise buildings in the distance are Tokyo. You can even see Tokyo Skytree from here. Not sure. Let me change to the zoom again. Can you see Tokyo Skytree? It's like there. That's Tokyo Skytree, which is like in the northeastern edge of Tokyo. So it's pretty far from where we are now. But it's a little bit hazy, but you can still see things quite well. That's Shinjuku over there behind those 3 trees. That's Shinjuku station area. Or not the station area, Shinjuku, like high-rise business district area. So yeah, quite nice view from this little hill, I think. So yeah, it's been 35 minutes stream so far, and as far as I can tell, there hasn't been any technical issues yet, which is weird and way better than what I usually have when using the iPhone. So maybe Streamlabs is the way to go. After all. Steep stairs here, and this is, now we are facing the Kanagawa direction, so this is all, probably all Kawasaki that we can see from here, but if we go even further, we will be in Yokohama city. Kawasaki is very like long and narrow, if you look at a map, so it stretches from the coast pretty far up to the west of the Kanto area. So west would be this direction, and then like below further south of Kawasaki you have Yokohama, which is the second largest city in Japan, and geographically quite a big city. No frame stuttering, yeah. Japan is still closed for tourists. Yes, it is. It is. And will probably remain so for quite some more time. But this is a pretty nice residential area, I think. If you look at the houses here, they're pretty big. I think land here is pretty cheap. That's why people can afford to build a little bit bigger houses. If you're on the Tokyo side of the river, land is extremely expensive. So, but this area is a little bit far away from any station, so land prices should be relatively cheap. Is it cold today? Not cold, no. It's 22 degrees, so it's very comfortable, I would say. Not cold, not hot, just right. Good walking weather. A little bit boring with the gray skies though, but it's okay. Are you using the iPhone onboard mic? Yes, I am. I have an external mic for it, but the last iOS update broke that, so until they release a software update again, I can't use my external mic, which is a bit of a bummer. Especially now when the wind is picking up. Oh, now I actually see that the bit rate is dropping a little bit, so let's hope it's just temporary, that it's not the beginning of the iPhone issues rearing its ugly head again. Yeah, some drop frames once in a while, that's normal, but what I used to have with the iPhone was very, very much more dropped frames and complete dropouts compared to what I was used to with my Android phone. Have you been to Takayama? Have I? No, I don't think so. I don't think I've been to Takayama. Yeah, this area is a bit hilly, so I wouldn't be surprised if there are a few spots with poor signal. But it looks like so far that was just a temporary dip. It's back to good bit rates again now, so thank you for the views. Thank you for the views, I should say. See if we can go down here. Oh, now the wind is really picking up. Sumimasen. ここ通れないですよね。あ、すいません。あ、通れないですか。わかりました。駅一番近い駅は津田山。はい。あ、わかりました。ありがとうございます。すみません。怒らないで。ありがとうございます。すみません。That dog didn't like me. Very angry dog. Not so many people. Yeah, this is a very residential neighborhood, and it's an early Sunday morning, so other than people walking their dogs, not many people are out at this hour. Yeah, indeed. Togo did went work. Wow, wow. Yeah. Do you know that's the sound that Japanese people say that dogs make? Wow, wow. It's quite interesting. The weirdest one to me is how they describe the sound that pigs make. According to Japanese people, pigs say boo boo, boo boo, which I find very difficult to comprehend. Then again, I think oink is also not really a very accurate description of what they say. Boo boo. I will start walking back. It's been 45 minutes now, and I think my wife and daughter might wake up soon, so I should ideally be back home before they wake up so I can prepare their breakfast. How do Swedes say the pig sounds? We say nuff nuff, which sound kind of French if you think about it. Nuff nuff. And yeah, I don't think that's a very accurate description of the sound that pigs make either. So. Better than S21. Yeah, I think everything about the iPhone in terms of video quality and stream quality is just superior. That's why I'm so eager to make it work, because yeah, it's just the best video quality available in a smartphone. Views of the suburban Japanese cityscape here. Oh, there's the train. That's the JR Nambu line, which I won't be taking because it won't take me home. Instead, I will walk down to Mizonokuchi station and take a train back home from there. Oh, you live in this neighborhood, M008. Nice. It's a peaceful neighborhood. Kind of like it. It's a nice place for a morning walk. Not sure if I would want to live directly under this massive power lines though. Tons of these small rivers. Sometimes they're really nice. Oh, this, can you actually see? Wait, I need to zoom in on this. There you go. Can you see? There's koi. There's some fish in the river. catfish, don't they live like in very deep oceans? I think those were carp, koi, as they're called in Japan. Hey, there's some more. You see? They probably want me to give them food. They might be smart enough to understand that people in some cases means food. Oh, this is a nice view. Let me snap a little photo of this, maybe for the thumbnail. If I can. Easier said than done. There we go. Got a thumbnail shot for this video. Catfish are river bottom fish. Oh, I see. My bad. I thought they were living in oceans, but maybe I'm mixing it up with some other fish then. Why are the streets so clean? Because people have manners and don't throw garbage everywhere. Is the answer to that question? Like a disaster this morning. I haven't had my shower yet, so my hair is completely crazy. But hey, I'll give you that. Another combini here. Yeah, people are just responsible, and everybody do their part to keep the streets clean here in Japan. That's one of the best things about this country. But people are just generally nice and careful and keep things tidy. There's actually a nice little temple up here, but I won't be going there today because I've been out way longer than I initially planned for today, so I really need to start heading back home now. Yeah, the water in the river is not the sewer, so the water in those rivers is usually relatively clean, I think. The sewer system in Japan is well developed, so sewage goes where sewage should go. Yeah, I'm walking over the, I don't know if this is not sewage though. I mean, this is where the rainwater runs, but when you say sewer, I think more about the piping for the toilets and that stuff. And that's well hidden away from our eyes and ears. Big road. It's just so noisy and not very pleasant. Now the wind is so strong here, so I'm sorry about the noise. Oh, finally green. Thank you. Here, I think. It should be a little bit more quiet. Your job there. I'm a photographer and I guess also a YouTuber, since I do earn a little bit of money from this channel as well. That helps pay my bills. But yeah, photography is my main job. That's what I've been doing for over 10 years now in Japan. Isn't the blinking a shutter effect? Yeah, it's shutter. It has to do with the way the camera sees the scene. It's not blinking in real life. And that's one of the downsides of shooting with a smartphone, because there's no way for me to control the shutter speed to avoid those kind of somewhat annoying effects. Okay, so now I'm lost. Maybe this way will take us in the right direction. Maybe this way. Let's see. Not about the frame rate, it's about the shutter speed that the camera uses. If it uses a shutter speed faster than 50 or 60, a 50th or 60th of a second, depending on where you are in the world, and depending on the type of light, you will get this kind of blinking effect. It doesn't happen with all kind of lights though, but especially like LED lights and the fluorescent lights will look like they're blinking. That's why if you look at my night videos, then the camera is using a slower shutter speed and then the lights aren't blinking. But in the daytime videos you will see the blinking because it's very bright, so the camera is using a very fast shutter speed. Use GPS in that phone. Sometimes I use Google Maps in my secondary phone, yes, if I get lost, but usually I try to figure things out on my own because that's more fun. What part of Europe are you from? I'm from Sweden. far north, where the polar bears roam the streets and where your pee will freeze before it hits the ground. No, I'm just joking. What settings made it work? What I did, Michael, was I went back and tried using Streamlabs. So I'm using Streamlabs now, and Streamlabs has a little bit more granular bitrate settings than Prism, and I also feel that Streamlabs is better at maintaining, like whenever the connection drops, it just lowers the bitrate smoother, whereas Prism, if it can't maintain the bitrate you set it to, it just goes like, no, okay, I'm not gonna stream for you. So today's test was definitely encouraging, but I'm not gonna draw any conclusions on just this one stream, but I will try a few more streams using Streamlabs on iOS and see if it's stable enough to make it my main streaming setup. I sure hope so. Yeah, I'm just kidding. There's no polar bears in Sweden, especially not where I'm from. I'm from the south of Sweden, where it's not even that cold. But even in the north of Sweden, we don't have polar bears. If you want polar bears, I think you have to go to Svalbard, which is an island north of Norway. There they have polar bears. And actually on Svalbard you need to carry a gun if you leave the main city or settlement, because there's been so many incidents with polar bears attacking people. So, but yeah, that's very, very far from where I'm from. In the south of Sweden, we rarely even have snow. If it snows, it's kind of maybe once every 3 years on average or something like that. And it usually melts very quickly. So, kind of similar to Tokyo in that sense. Ever had any trouble? No, I'm usually careful. I try not to focus too much on other people. Echoing comment of long hair. What was that? I need to cut my hair. I know that. You have family near Stockholm? Yes, I do. Vikings are Danish and Norwegian, and I think we had some Vikings from Sweden too, but it's maybe a little bit, I don't know. At least that's what we learn in school. That we were also part of the invading and raping other countries thing back in the days. I'm not sure. Not a historian. Yeah, well, in Japan it is completely legal and fine to take video in public places. So that's what I base my judgment on. And of course people have the right to be upset if they feel that you've invaded their privacy, but that's what I'm trying to be a little bit careful about. So knock on wood, but I hope I won't have any problems with that. Any Japanese friends? Yeah. When I first came here, I really made an effort to hang out with Japanese people in order to improve my Japanese language skills. These days I would say it's like 50-50, like Japanese and non-Japanese people. But yeah, these days I don't have much of a social life though because of the pandemic. But before that, yeah, Tony, I don't know, are you on Patreon? Not sure, but I didn't even bother posting on Patreon about this stream because I thought it was just gonna be another disaster that would end within 15 minutes. But actually it's been very smooth, so it turned out to be a more proper stream. But YouTube's notification system is very unreliable, so for those of you who want to make sure that you get notified whenever I stream, please consider joining me on Patreon. There's usually a link in the video description. There's not one right now, but I will paste it as soon as this stream is over, or you can find it in any other description on my channel, video description on my channel. And yeah, people always ask me to shoot inside restaurants and shops and whatnot, and I always tell them that that's not really okay. You can't do that without the permission. So I'm generally pretty careful about that, and if I do it, like whenever I go into a convenience store, I just tend to aim the camera downwards in order to not offend anyone. I know that a lot of you would love me to shoot, would love to see more like shops and stuff here from Japan, but yeah, that's a little bit more tricky, and you generally must have permission to shoot those things, so that's why. Kawasaki の、はいはいはい、なるほど。あの辺ね、あの辺面白いね。あの辺もライブいつかやってみたい。特に夜はすごいかっこいい。でもあの辺一人で歩くはちょっと怖い。There's restaurants where foreigners can't even go in. During my 13 years here in Japan, I don't think I've ever seen that. It's extremely rare. So yeah, as long as you can speak Japanese, you're basically welcome everywhere, from my impression. But I have heard some stories about restaurants that have signs saying that foreigners are not welcome, but that's, yeah, again, that's extremely rare, and it's actually not legal even in Japan, although it's not really enforced when they break that law, but extremely uncommon. You're from Sweden. I'm wondering if you're part of an interracial marriage. Yes, I am. My wife is Japanese, so I guess that means interracial marriage. How hard is it for you to get a living space? Many turn away foreigners from renting. Yeah, that's a real problem. That's actually very common. I've been having that problem too. There are certain like landlords and real estate companies that kind of focuses on non-Japanese. So I've mostly been using those kind of companies when I've been renting apartments. But yeah, that is a big problem, and I do wish that they could do something about it, the government, like makes more anti-discrimination laws or something like that, because that's a big shame. Streaming with the S21? No, I'm on the iPhone today. I did a few more tests with the S21 yesterday after my night walk, and actually the S21 image quality when streaming is not that good. It's worse than the Oneplus, so it's a shame. So let's see. Ah yes, now I know where we are. So there's actually a big supermarket here, so I will end the stream at that supermarket because I need to do a little bit of groceries, buy some stuff for our breakfast, and then head back home and cook. But thanks everyone for joining today. This turned into a much longer stream than I initially expected. Hope some of you enjoyed that. More likes, always appreciated. Super chats, etc., always appreciated. It's basically the support of viewers like you that keeps this channel going. So yeah, to all of those who have contributed in one way or another, with a like or with a donation or by being Patreon members, I am extremely grateful for you. And yeah, I'm always open to your feedback and opinions as well, so you're always welcome to contact me, ideally through Patreon. If you are members there, that's the best way to contact me. But yeah, this was a positive test for the iPhone. I hope it will stay like this. Hope I can do more streams with this phone. That would be great. Anyway, that's it for today. Let me check the chat one last time. Walk 30 minutes more. No, sorry. I need to go back and cook breakfast now. My daughter will be hungry. Fix the mic when you can, of course. I'm just waiting. I can't do anything. I need a new software update. That's the only thing that can fix it. Whenever I connect the mic to the phone now, the phone just reboots. So it's a pretty severe bug, but since the mic is made by a big company and it was pretty expensive, I do expect that they will fix it soon. What stand do you use for the iPhone? I use a DJI OM4 Gimbal, so that's what I'm holding in my hand. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye. Hei då, mata ne.